He wants to see me. Why? I don't know. This is my home, and I want to stay here with my people.
The Bible has been retold countless times. From the classic language of the King James Version to modern translations that bring ancient stories closer to today's audience, one thing remains constant. Great stories survive because they can be reimagined. But when a filmmaker decides to take a story that millions already know and transport it into a new culture, a new location, and a new generation, the biggest question becomes, can the new version stand on its own? Or does it remain trapped by the shadow of the original? Welcome to The Creative Lens. This week, we look at Remi Nneoma.
Remy?
I don't know what to say. There's a system here. We do not talk to the boss. We talk to me.
You are the embodiment of God's masterpiece.
A Nigerian adaptation of the timeless story of Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz, relocated to Rivers State, Nigeria. Directed by Lyndsey F. Efejuku, Remi Nneoma follows two women connected by tragedy. After losing their husbands, Remi and Nneoma are forced to rebuild their lives while navigating grief, faith, family expectations, and cultural traditions. The film attempts to preserve the central message of the biblical story: loyalty, sacrifice, redemption, and hope, while giving it a Nigerian identity. And that ambition is both the film's greatest strength and its biggest challenge. The biggest challenge with adapting a story like Ruth and Naomi is that the audience already knows where the journey is heading. We know the loyalty, we know the sacrifice, we know the eventual romance. So the responsibility of the filmmaker is not simply to recreate the story, but to make us emotionally invest in the journey again. Unfortunately, this is where Remi Nneoma struggles.
You've been avoiding me.
Hey, what are you doing here?
This one, yeah.
I've come to stand in solidarity with you.
The film respects its source material so much that sometimes it becomes afraid to explore beyond it. Some of the most important emotional moments feel almost lifted directly from the biblical text, and instead of feeling like natural conversations between characters, they sometimes feel like performances of something the audience already recognizes. The film introduces new elements: the Rivers State setting, family conflicts, cultural tensions, and new characters. But many of these ideas never fully develop into meaningful storytelling. They feel added rather than fully integrated. Bisola Aiyeola as Remy delivers a committed performance. She carries the strength and determination of a woman holding on to faith despite overwhelming loss. However, the writing often limits her character. She is mostly presented as strong and unwavering, leaving little room to explore her doubts, fears, and emotional vulnerability. Benson Ameye as Nneoma gives the film some of its most emotional moments. Her portrayal of grief feels genuine, especially in the early parts of the story. But as the film progresses, her character development loses momentum. The supporting cast brings energy, especially with the conflicts surrounding Ovunda's world. But some characters feel more like traditional movie devices rather than fully developed individuals. Visually, Remi Nneoma has moments where it reminds us of the beauty of its environment. The Rivers State location gives the film an opportunity to create something unique, a story deeply connected to Nigerian culture and landscape. The aerial shots of the farms are impressive and give the film a sense of scale. However, beyond those moments, the visual language feels familiar. The film does enough to tell the story, but it rarely develops a distinctive cinematic identity. A story about faith, tradition, grief, and love had the opportunity to be visually poetic, but the filmmaking often chooses safety over creativity. At its heart, Remi Nneoma is a film with a beautiful foundation. It carries an important message about loyalty, resilience, and the power of human connection. But adapting a classic story requires more than changing names and locations. It requires finding new emotional truths within an old story. The film's respect for the biblical source is admirable, but that same respect sometimes prevents it from becoming something truly original. Remi Nneoma is a sincere adaptation with strong performances and a meaningful message, but it struggles to fully transform an ancient story into a fresh Nigerian cinematic experience. For me, the creative lens rating is 6.5 out of 10.
I thought I could do this all by myself, but I can't. Thank you. I love you, Mama.
And that brings us to the end of this week's Creative Lens. After watching Remi and Nneoma, can an ancient story still speak to a modern audience? Can faith, tradition, and culture evolve while preserving the heart of the message? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you seen Remi and Nneoma? Do you think Nollywood succeeded in bringing a new perspective to the story of Ruth, Naomi, and Boaz? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep watching, keep questioning, and keep your lens sharp.